Hey gang, your boy Meek here. It is Monday Fun Day. Monday Fun Day. I actually just was joking about that today. Like, I feel like we should change that. Like, change the whole perspective of Mondays. You know, everybody says Sunday Fun Day. Why not say Monday Fun Day? Right? Yeah, everybody just dreads Monday. My feelings on that. It's not really Monday that you hate. It's just that what you have to do on Monday, and it's all about perspective, right? Instead of saying, "Well, I have to do this," why not say, "I get to do this"? I get to have fun on a Monday. I get to go to work. I get to build my dreams. I get to go see the people that I love. I get to serve some more clients. I get to do this. Just my 2 cents, right? But as I'm getting started today, have a interesting topic. Interesting topic. I'm gonna be a little vulnerable here today. I'm gonna tell you guys some real stuff. I'm gonna tell you some stuff about myself. Normally, I try to stay almost toxic positive. I just try to do the best things I can do and try to put on that are that positive, right? Because it just makes sense. I mean, there's so much negative everywhere you go. Like, you got negative news, you got negative on social media, you got all this kind of stuff. I just want to be the positive light that people see. Speaking of light, there's some crazy lighting right there. I probably should turn this or something like this. Anyway, real quick, disclaimers, all that good stuff. Over at MikeShoesAuto.com, got a lot of new inventory coming out there. I actually have a super cool workhorse pickup truck, man. If you're a business owner and need a workhorse pickup truck, this is the one for you. Heavy duty, V8, 2500, 4x4, all that kind of stuff. So that's going on a lot tomorrow, getting clean. So all kinds of new inventory coming to MikeShoesAuto.com. Over at CreativeCMG.com, giving away a $1,000 marketing course, right? Could charge $1,000 for it, giving it away for absolutely free. You can have that, go over there. Our affiliates are losing time. They're losing time, right? We have over $400 in bonuses that you have 3 days left to qualify for. I'm looking to work with 3 people to make some extra money before the holiday. If that sounds like you, inbox me. I'll shoot you some details on the project that we're working on. You have $400 that you can get as long as we hit a certain level of activity before the 10th of the month. And then in addition to that, the rest of the month, you have over $1,000 of bonuses that you can get if you hit certain promotions in your business. And I am absolutely going to coach you 100% to that if you want to do it, right? If you want to do it. Like, you got to have some want to, though. You got to have some want to, right? You got to be coachable. So excited about all that's going on over there. Actually launching a new website on the first of the year, too, so that's pretty cool. Over at ShopMe.com, still protecting people. Saw today that Tony Sai, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, Tony Sai, the owner of Zappos Shoes, and then he's been a tech entrepreneur for a while now, but most notably for the shoe company, Zappos, right? He unfortunately passed. He unfortunately passed in an unfortunate accident, but he, again, did not have a freaking will. He did not have a will. He joined the ranks of celebrities like the Anita Bakers. I mean, not Anita Baker. Aretha Franklin. I'm sorry. I don't mean to kill somebody else. Aretha Franklin, the Prince, the guys that have all this tremendous amounts of assets and stuff that they should have their legacy in place. They did not get their will done, which is insane to me, right? Everybody needs to get their will done. Everybody needs to get their will done. And, to not do it is really just negligent, because you do all this work to provide for your family. You do all this work to care for the people that you love, and then you don't make sure that your last wishes gets executed. This just doesn't make sense to me, especially in the environment that we're in now, because you just don't know. You just don't know what's going to happen, right? You think the people, like 100,000+ people that have passed on due to COVID, you think that they just said, you know what, I'm going to pass in 2020? They didn't know that this stuff was coming. They didn't know that this stuff was coming. I pray to God that they had wills, because the thing of it is sometimes people think that wills are only about, the stuff that you have to leave. No, it's about who gets the kids. It's about who gets the house. It's about making sure that your spouse is taken care of. It's about making sure that the people that you care about the most get taken care of the best. But a lot of people just don't do anything about it because they want to be negligent. You got all these other apps on your phone, and you haven't went to shopmeek.com yet and got your membership straight. All of our members get their will done for absolutely free. All of our members get their will done for absolutely free. And next year, because you're going to have more assets and you work hard and stuff like this, you're going to get an update next year too. Matter of fact, if you get married or divorced or whatever else, you got to write somebody in the will or out the will. Maybe they gave you a bad Christmas gift. You get that stuff updated for absolutely nothing. There's no reason not to have a daggone will, especially if you black or brown in America, because they will try to steal your shit. Man, I done jumped on my soapbox. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't even mean to jump on the will soapbox. This is almost like a live presentation for me. But I get passionate about that will stuff, man, because if you don't, I'm in Virginia, and if you don't have a daggone will here, the state will have one for you. They will decide when your assets are dispersed, where they're dispersed, and how they go. And you have no say in it if you don't have it, because you going on, you transitioned on, and your loved ones can sit there and fight over your daggone dishes and everything else. But more importantly, who gets your kids? The system, because you didn't appoint certain people to do certain things, or if you pull up in the hospital and you can't speak for yourself, right? Who makes those decisions for you? Let me get off that, because I'm about to go into a deal. Let me get off that. But make sure your daggone will's done. And if you work, understand it costs $1,000. I just told you, if you go to shopmeek.com, you get it done for free. You fill out a questionnaire. It comes to your house in 4 business days with final instructions to solidify everything. And next year, because you're going to do better, we're going to go ahead and give you an update for you too. If you use the service for nothing else, it makes absolute sense to get it done for your will done. Because you get your will, your healthcare power of attorney, financial power of attorney done at no additional cost to the membership. Just makes sense. Shopmeek.com. You couldn't even get it done for the price of a membership there. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. So what I'm here to talk about today is, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I try to stay toxic positive. I try to do the best I can do. But recently, I'm actually feeling pretty good today. I had a really good Monday, really productive, all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to be honest with you. Recently, I've been in a little funk. Right? I mean, I don't know, just personal stuff got heavy, business stuff got heavy. I mean, quite honestly, we are in the middle of a pandemic, all this kind of stuff. But here's the deal. You got to understand that stuff is normal. That stuff is normal, right? You're not going to feel your best 100% every single day. You're not going to feel like going to take over the world every single day. You're not going to feel like you're your best self. You're not going to feel like you're the strongest, biggest, strongest, fastest, smartest person in the room every single day. I mean, some days are going to be good. Some days are going to be not as good. But you just got to understand that it's part of the game. And I'll be honest. One of the things that I battle with the most, right? And I hope somebody's watching this and they get this, right? One of the things that I battle with the most is I suppress my feelings. Y'all heard me say it 1,000 times. Your feelings have nothing to do with your responsibility. Totally believe that, right? Because some people say, oh, I can't build my business today because I don't feel good. They're playing the violin. I mean, here's the thing. I've been in business so long that I have learned to numb myself. I have learned to suppress my feelings and be like, I'm not even going to deal with that right now. I don't have time to feel sad. I don't have time to feel bad. I don't have time to feel anything less than beast mode. That's just something I do. Drop a number 1 in the comments if you ever felt like that. Like you just like, I don't have time to feel. I don't have time to think. I don't have time to be in my emotions about this particular thing. That was something that I've done, and that is something that I've battled with. I'm just going to be honest with you, because I didn't like the way certain things made me feel. So what I do, I just turn them off. Because I don't know if you understand this or not, but your mind is your most powerful thing that you have, and you don't have to believe everything that you think. You don't have to do all of that kind of stuff, right? So I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to turn my daggone feelings off, like turn them completely off, like be numb, right? So I wouldn't get too high, I wouldn't get too low or anything like this. I was always right in the middle. But I'm gonna let you know something, right? It's okay. It's okay to feel. It's okay to and that helped me in that season that I was in. But as I grow now, I realize that I have to increase my empathy. Right? So I have to realize that I have to feel too. And the thing of it is that I just want to let people know that even though I may come off as this brash businessman, and I am, this is stuff that I do, right? But we got to understand that while it's okay to do that stuff, it's okay to feel all this. It's not okay to stay there. Because see, what ends up happening is people have a moment, right? And then they have a bad customer, or they have a bad meeting, or they have a bad argument with their spouse, or they have a bad whatever, right? And they get all in their feelings and stuff like this, right? And like I said, I used to turn them off. But now I know there's some other people like that too. But there's also the other side of that, where a lot of people they don't turn them off, and they just wallow in those feelings, and they just stay there forever. Like I've heard it said like this: like, did you really have a bad day, or did you have 5 minutes and then you milked it? Did you really have a bad day, or did you take 5 minutes and then you milked it, right? So you got to think about that for a second. It's okay to have a bad couple of minutes. It's okay to feel those feelings. It's okay to immerse yourself in that for a moment. for a moment, right? It's cool to be sad for a few seconds. I mean, you got to deal with it. You got to process it. I mean, and I'm aware that everybody deals with stuff differently. Like I said, I used to turn them off. Now I'm in tune to trying to feel my emotions and try to understand the question why I feel that way, and to try to allow myself to feel stuff, because just like if I couldn't feel the lows and I couldn't feel the highs either. So hopefully this is going to help two types of people: the people that suppress their feelings and the people that wallow in their feelings. So hopefully this is kind of a double-edged sword here to attack all those feeling monsters and stuff like this. But I say all that to say this, man: you can get in those moments, right? You can get in those feelings, but just understand this, that you can't stay there forever. You can't stay there forever, right? I don't care what happened. Like here's the thing: you had a bad deal that happened in 2014. It's 2020 now. Like you in your feelings now from something that happened in 2014. You in your feelings now. You're 35 years old, and you're in your feelings from something that happened when you was 15. Like, how does that work? It's okay to feel it, but it's not okay to stay there. Man, you're letting stuff that happened when you was in high school keep you from stuff that's happening now as an adult. Matter of fact, didn't you project that shit on your, I didn't mean to curse, you project that stuff on your kids. You project that stuff on your kids, so your kids can't even go for stuff, because whenever they bring something to you, you say, well, I remember when I tried to do this one time, because you still sad from something happening when you was in high school. And you're projecting your insecurities on other people because you're still sad. You didn't deal with it. What you did was you just wallowed in that thing, and then you passed it on to somebody else. Like, because the thing of it is, there ain't nothing but some negativity, right? It's okay to get sad and get down, but it's not okay to stay there. And not only do some people choose to stay there, they choose to bring other people with them. Like, yo, you ever just been around somebody that literally just sucks all the fun out the room? Like, if they walk in the room, people are having fun, he walks in, everybody gets quiet. Y'all ever been around somebody? Y'all ever been around people like that? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I try to leave the room because I don't want that kind of energy in my space, and and I kind of go wild in the mouth sometimes. Like, y'all see what just happened. I was trying not to whatever, but it just came out. But the point of it is, like, I'm quick to be like, man, you a fun sucker. You know what I mean? You an energy vampire. Like, dude, I'm allergic to this right here. I gotta go. But the point of it is, I'm saying, is that it's and that's kind of applicable too. Like, it's okay to see that, and then but you can't stay there, so you gotta go. That's good how that works. I see my brother Strong here, man. Stro, you like that? That's pretty good. You can borrow that, bro. I know you be doing your thing out there. But the point of it is that look, man, you get in your feelings sometimes, you get in your emotions sometimes. You have these thoughts. You know, you may not be feeling your best. It's okay to have an off day. It's okay to have an off day, but it's not okay to stay there. One of my favorite mentors, man, this guy named Ray, he says it like this, and I'll leave you with this. If you remember one thing, I'll leave you with this. It's okay to have a low production day, but it's never okay to have a no production day. Now, what is he talking about? What is he talking about? Well, you know, we have some days that are good, some days that are bad, right? But you can't just sit there and allow your emotions to control you and put you in a position where you just don't go towards what it is that you desire, right? You just can't put yourself in that position because, of course, again, because you can feel those feelings and stuff like this, but you can't just stay there. Because if you stay there and just have no production and stuff like this, how is that really affecting your dreams? Is that helping you get what you really want? Is that helping you get closer to your dreams and goals? Is that helping your family eat better? Is that helping your legacy be built? Is that helping your cause that you're trying to do? Is that helping the missions that you care about? Is that helping the people that you're called to serve? Right? You in your feelings and stuff like this, so you can't even hear from the Most High about who you chose to serve today. That's good. That's good. I didn't even mean to say that. It just came out. If you in your feelings, you thinking about only yourself, you can't even hear from the Most High to figure out who you're supposed to serve today. That's tough. That's tough. I don't even know well, I know where it came from, but I'm just saying that's tough. That's tough. Just imagine for a second that somebody don't get that daggone blessing because you sitting around wallowing in your feelings. Feelings is like a I was supposed to end this a couple minutes ago, but here we are. It's good. Feelings are like the lowest way to operate. Feelings are the lowest way to operate. You ever think about it? People say, well, I don't feel like going to the gym. You didn't go to the gym because you didn't feel like it? Like, what does that mean? Are you disciplined or not? Right? Well, I didn't build my business today because I didn't feel good. Well, you didn't feel good. What do you mean? Does your business care about your feelings? Right? Does it? Right? So anyway, let me get off of that. And you see that old beast coming out, right? That's what I'm talking about. But the point of it is that Let me get off this thing because this is separate. This is a whole separate video. I don't even want to take my other topic. Anyway, anyway, man, it's okay to get down. It's okay to have thoughts. It's okay to not feel your best, but it's not okay to stay there. It's not okay to wallow. It's not okay to not have any production at all. It is never okay to do that kind of stuff because your dreams, your goals, your missions, everything that you desire counts on you getting out there and being the person that you are called to be. So if you're inside your feelings, you can't do that as effectively. Let's just be honest. You ain't gonna be vibrating high enough. Everybody talks about law of attraction. You ain't gonna be vibrating high enough to get the stuff that you're trying to attract anyway because you're thinking really low level thoughts and you're feeling low, and it's just not gonna work. So anyway, I don't even have a call to action today. That's it. Meek out. Have a great day.